Oh my God, he's doing the Kino hand. He's about to hold it up.
You follow Destiny, now's the time to watch him because this is his downfall. This is the end of Destiny right here. And I told Mike this, and Mike was like, "Oh man, he's going to be on CNN tomorrow." I'm like, yeah, for what? For having the meltdown that he's having right now? You got to remember that Destiny, Jasmine Jafar, Farah, Pixie, Not So Erudite. Let's see.
We're like on the same. We're all in the same universe in his mind. Yeah, that's Destiny. Doesn't he do political commentary next to the OnlyFans girls that debate on like the Red Pill shows, and Pixie's like lumped in with these people too? Is it all just like, are we just like one entity to him, or what?
Philion, I can't remember the rest of these guys. These are people who were political operatives. Their influence was bought by a political action committee that goes by the name Progressive Victory. They are the ones who are out. In fact, I would not be surprised if this Thomas Matthew Cook is not also part of Progressive Victory. I would not be surprised, or has made donations or has some sort of connection. That's why these guys are twisting in the wind right now, trying to figure out what their narrative is going to be. Because now you took a shot at a formerly standing president, and this is the result of that. This is the product of you guys and your rhetoric being bought and paid for by political action committees since 2022, since July of 2022. That's at least by my record. Sam Drzmala, who is the administrator, the guy that maybe he's the owner or the creator of Progressive Victory, admittedly started.
Okay, true. We trained with the shooter the other day, actually. Am I going to react to the Leon Lush video? I don't know who that guy is, and if he made a video about me, especially if he's a conservative, usually it's just them soy raging. I can't believe you say that. Like, does he say anything of substance? 28-minute video. I'll give him 3 timestamps. We'll do 2 minutes.
Funny to see him in a meme here. Secondly, the slightly sloped roof thing. Apparently, from what I understand, one of the reasons that the Secret Service director stated as why that roof wasn't better secured was because it was sloped, and that would have been dangerous for the agents.
So we wouldn't want to put somebody up on a sloped roof, and so the decision was made to secure the building from inside.
Listen, I'm room temp IQ at best. I'm not the one making these decisions.
Okay, so we've got kind of conspiratorial stuff about the assassin was staged or there was some kind of conspiracy there. Okay, cool. Let's do 10 minutes. Let's see what we got here.
So you can stay barely abreast of every hot partisan issue in the news cycle. People mistake you talking fast with intelligence for some reason, but you are simply a parasite with negative testosterone that is...
Oh, he's talking about me. Okay, we've got the talking fast because he's a Neanderthal. Negative testosterone because he's insecure about his masculinity, so he feels the need to attack mine. What else do we got?
Expert at nothing, except LARPing is some sort of thought leader in a space where all you have to do...
Calls me an expert at nothing. Himself is probably literally retarded. I wonder what his most popular videos are. What kind of research are we doing here? Okay, we are reacting to booby girls. Entitled Rat Gets What She Deserves. Calling out YouTube's soda-chugging champion. Okay, so true intellectual. This YouTuber loves cigarettes more than anyone. Okay.
Is be the loudest moron in the room in order to farm attention. Congratulations. Don't get too...
Well, thanks for giving it to me, I guess.
...worked up now, because there's plenty of conservative pundits I would say the same shit about. In fact, we're going to talk about one real quick after this word from today's video sponsor.
Ooh, there are other conservative pundits he'll call out. Okay, interesting. I wonder if it's going to be somebody that doesn't support Trump or somebody that does. Let's find out. Let's see. I have no idea what this guy's political views are, so I truly don't. I have no idea.
Flavored air. Hear me out. Flavored videos that is via the rings is to those I code Leon. That's try today. Most. So much for listening. I appreciate you. Next up, we have some brainworms from the Libs of TikTok Twitter account, one of the most controversial partisan accounts on Twitter with over 3 million followers, recently retweeted and endorsed by Elon Musk. If your life is politics, you either love Libs of TikTok or you hate them. If you're just a normal pleb like me, you watch some come up in your feed sometimes, and sometimes it's funny and sometimes it's lame.
Okay, this is a pretty easy W. This is a pretty easy W to just say, like, Libs of TikTok is really bad. We probably shouldn't be celebrating doxing people. Okay, that's a pretty. This should be like the easiest baseline. Are you like a real live decent human being? Should be really easy. Okay, let's see.
And you read the comments occasionally because you like to watch the world burn. But here's the deal. After this whole thing that happened this week, obviously there's been a lot of people on social media that are not big Trump fans that have said some unsavory shit about the event. Like, oh, I wish the shooter didn't miss, or the shooter should have better aim. It's all like, these jokes about what could have been or what would have been if he didn't turn his head and, have the bullet miss his head by half an inch. Which is, first of all, it's fucking crazy to think that an inch, little head turn just completely changed the course of history. Where would we be right now if the back of his head...
I love you, Tiny, but this thing you're doing with skimming through thumbnails and making assessments is kind of washy. So, 1, you're permabanned, okay? Number 2, his criticism of me is that I have low testosterone and I speak too quickly, okay? I'm not going to do a 15-hour assessment to see if this guy is a fucking thought leader, okay? Drink bleach. Listen, like, he might be a smart dude. I don't know. I literally said at the beginning of this, I said, I'm going to just skip through to 3 different timestamps and listen and like have a quick like assessment of him. That's it. I'm not like making an overall evaluation ruling on like what kind of content creator is, how smart is he actually. That's all. I'm just going through 3 timestamps, see what comes up. That's it. Okay. If you don't like it, get the fuck out. Leave. I literally am qualifying this right before I say it. If you can't understand that, why the fuck are you in my channel? Okay. If you're that retarded, go listen to some conservative. Okay. Or Vosh.
Got blown off it's just insane. Just been a wild week. Been a lot of patriotism going on. I mean, it's just, we've seen kind of a seismic shift in the rhetoric in what's going on in the country. But one thing that came from this, obviously, is conservatives who have been kind of felt this sort of resurgence in patriotism and all these things, which is great. They are now kind of employing the same tactics that they typically cry about the left using on people that have said unsavory things about their safety.
Oh, that's good. Okay. He passed the bare minimum threshold to be a respectable human being, and he's condemning the Libs of TikTok account. Nice job.
You're Donald Trump. For instance.
Are you Darcy Waldron? Yeah. Okay, from Cayuga. And you think that the shooter should have been a better shot? Is that what you posted on Facebook?
I am at work.
You think that the shooter should have been a shooter, huh?
I am at work.
Yeah, I think that's pretty messed up. Pretty anti-American, if you ask me. As a veteran, I'm disgusted. What have you provided to this country? Huh? I'm sorry. This is ridiculous. You are...
Just as a heads up, clip me on this one, Piers, for the next one, okay? Do I have a camera scene? Hello, I'm speaking to you, United States Military Forces veteran. If you were upset about the way that people exercise their freedom of speech in the United States, then you served in the wrong military. Go find another country's military to serve in. You have no idea what this country was founded on. You don't know what the you even defending in the military, okay? And the idea that you would waste your life in active or reserve or whatever duty and then come back and be so mad at how people are choosing to exercise their First Amendment right, which is part of the Constitution, which is part of what you supposedly pledged to protect, means that you're so far gone, you're so deranged and stupid, okay? You don't deserve any respect for being a veteran, okay? You're so stupid. You're so beyond stupid. How can you get upset at somebody for exercising a freedom that ostensibly you serve to protect?
Try to do to you. I've always been in the camp that whatever side of the fence you're on, if you get mad at the other side for saying something mean to the point where you go on a witch hunt and try to get them fired from their jobs and ruin their life because they said some shit on Facebook, that just makes me think you're a fucking... Look at this guy. MAGA Swag says, as a contractor who spends about $2,500 a week at Home Depot, I am demanding that she be fired or I'll take my business to Menards and Lowe's.
Do you think he's a real account? I don't know if I trust any of these accounts now.
I'm demanding! Bruh. You...
I wonder what his audience says about this. Whoa, the dude who ditched his child from his young marriage. I wasn't ever married to Nathan's mom, but okay. And then tried to act like a dating life coach. Definitely never done that in my life. In an open relationship that ended in a nasty divorce is unhinged. Actually, our divorce is pretty easy. $1,000, in and out. Boom, boom. Easier than Steven Crowder's traditional tradcon marriage. Who could have seen it coming? Did anybody here comment on the Libs of TikTok thing? Damn, it's all just about me. Yes.